I found this room in Goa that was so cheap. Oh my God. It didn't have a single piece of furniture in it, right? Not even a bed. Even the owners were like, you sure you want to sleep on the concrete? I was like, absolutely. It's the cheapest. Absolutely, yes. It was in a house that was so cheap. House didn't even have a bathroom. Oh my God, right? Just had this little outhouse outside, propped up on these 6-inch stilts above a pool of mud in which lived 5 pigs who, when they would see you coming, would stop what they were doing and then quickly run and jostle for position beneath the outhouse, waiting for you to walk over the wooden board, to walk into the outhouse, to drop your pants, squat down low, at which point, oh man, you were in for quite a show. There is no noise, right? Like the noise of very large mammals fighting over your very wet and warm excrement as it is drizzled over their very large noses. The sounds they make are so close to my own point of egress that it's possible to imagine that they're coming from my very own bowels. And all outside this little wooden outhouse, there's a dirt road lined with little wooden restaurant shacks, and on all their menus, pork. Oh, yeah. Needless to say, I never ordered any, right? Not just because I'm too cheap, but because I was afraid, well, what if the old adage is true that you are what you eat? And because at this point in my trip, I was basically eating nothing. I was basically becoming nothing, right? So this one night, like 1 a.m, my body wakes me up, right? And it's like, hey guy, oh my God, we're sorry. Did we wake you up? Actually, we know we woke you because we're you. Hey, guess what? We just took a survey of our fat content and it turns out we don't have any. Yeah. So if you don't get up and eat right now, we're going to be dead by morning. Yeah. So could you go get some food right now? And also, could you please stop pretending you don't have anybody because you do and it's annoying. Yeah. So I get up and I'm like, all right, and I'm all achy, right? Not just because I'm starving to death, but because, right, okay, concrete floor, it's uncomfortable. I get it, yeah. And I walk outside, and of course, all those restaurants, they're all closed, except for what, there's a light way down the dirt road, and so I walk to that one, and inside there's a very tired, very bored-looking proprietor, and of course, the kitchen's closed, so I just buy all the potato chips I can, and all the Coca-Cola that he's got, right, and I choose a booth to sit in that I choose because it's as far away as I can get from the only other occupied booth in here, right? This booth that is occupied by 3 very drunk, very British people. And I don't know about you, but there are few things that scare me more in the world than very drunk, very British people, right? I don't know what it is about British people, right? They go from being the most prim and proper and polite folks in the world to like 1 drop of alcohol too much, and you don't know when that drop is going to come. All of a sudden they rip off their faces and a fuselage of the most foul language you've ever heard in your life comes casually off their tongues. They all become soccer hooligans, and I'm afraid that without soccer to pull their hooliganism on, they might turn and pin their rage on, like, oh, I don't know, some sort of uber-American who apparently can't make it through the night without engorging himself on junk food. They see me, they invite me to come over, so I scoop up all my chips and Coca-Cola, and I think I'm not even going to tell them my name. I'm just going to say, I'm American, I can't help it. But you know what? Despite the fact they're very British and very drunk, they're also very nice. They're playing backgammon. They invite me to sit down, join in on a game. I give them some of my chips, and we have a jolly old time. Until all of a sudden, the music goes off, and the lights go off. We all turn to see the proprietor leaving without a word. He's just sort of like, oh, I give up, the place is yours, whatever. I guess we own a restaurant, okay? But because the music has gone off, right, and the lights are off, so it creases our ears, sensors, right, we were able to hear it for the first time coming from somewhere far off in the palm tree jungle, this one of the girls, she says, ooh, it sounds like King Kong going for a midnight jog. I said, no, it sounds like the beating heart of the very jungle itself. the guy, he says, we should go and hunt down that sound. And I say, oh, wait a minute, I thought we were just doing poetry. It's getting late, we don't know where that's coming from. We don't have the means to get there. And he takes me aside. He says, look, mate, the girls are too drunk to drive, right? But we've got 2 Vespas. You and I will each drive one. We'll put a girl on the back of each, and Bob's your uncle. Now, there are 2 problems with this plan, right? 1, he's no less drunk than they are. And 2, I have never driven a motorized bike in my life, right? But apparently I'm just too embarrassed to admit that. So as we're walking out to the Vespas, I'm trying to tell them that, in America, Vespa's very different than here. And maybe he give me a quick crash course on how to drive one with as little emphasis on the crash as possible. And then, bam, we're driving, right? 2 bikes, each he and I in the front of each one, and a girl's arms were sitting by me, her arms wrapped around my waist, her cheek nestled in between my shoulder blades, as I am finally starting to clue in exactly why it is that men so enjoy riding motorbikes. For moments exactly like this, right? With the wind rushing through my hair, the palm trees racing by, the light of the moon, me imagining a version of myself standing on the side of the road, watching me go by and thinking to himself, that guy's on fire, yeah. But what, of course, that version of myself doesn't know is that with each divot and bump that we go over, I'm not only deathly afraid that she might be prompted to upchuck upon my shoulders, but that I might just spill the 2 of us. And as terrible as I can imagine the physical wounds will be, I know they will be nothing compared to the psychological scars of me never being able to get out of my mind that image of that version of myself watching me go by and thinking to himself, that guy's on fire. Oh, that guy is on fire. So I'm holding on, man, my knuckles tight and white, and me driving as much with my eyes as I am with my ears, pausing at every fork in the road to turn off the bike and to listen to where that sound is coming from. And with each new road that we are taking, I am coming more and more to understand that we are not so much hunting down this sound as much as this sound is inexorably drawing us to a moment of arrival.